Okay, I did something else now. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna let El Boogie come back because I did something different. We up here doing technical sound checks and all that. You know what? This all started last week when my OBS was acting real janky, and I had to re-add stuff and rearrange it. And yeah, I don't like that because it was fine. Everything was fine. All I had to do was just set it up and then stream. Ugh. Okay, so I did something else different, so it might be on there now. All right, so we're looking to do pounds to kilograms, but you got ounces in there. So you're going to have to change your ounces to pounds, okay? So we know that there are 16 ounces in 1 pound. All right, so we'll change this first and then we'll add it to the 23 pounds so that all of your weight is the same, okay? Like in pounds. El Boogie? El Boogie. We good now? So if we're looking for pounds, we'll do 1 pound is 16 ounces, right? And then we have 2 ounces that we want to convert. And so it'll be 2 divided by 16, which is 0.125. So add that to 23. So now your new weight is 23.125 pounds. So if we want to look for kilograms, we'll start with our kilograms, right? 1 kg is 2.2 pounds, and then we'll put our 23.125 pounds on the top. Boom, boom, boom. So we'll do 23.125 divided by 2.2, and that'll be 10.51 kgs. Yes. So I got sound now. Hey, hello, YouTube. I am so sorry. So I probably just have to. Oh, we're not too far in. They didn't miss too much. Can you read the question? I don't really understand the conversion. Yes, 23 pounds and 2 ounces equals how many kilograms? So you're going from pounds and ounces to kgs. So therefore, you can't go from pounds and ounces to kgs. You have to go from pounds to kgs. So you have to convert this part to pounds as well, okay? So that's why we did this first step right here, and we converted those ounces to pounds, and that was this right here. And we added it to the 23. So then this was your new weight, all in pounds. So since you have it all in pounds now, then you can go from kilograms, well, pounds to kilograms, okay? Thank you for that sound check. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. Yes, you're welcome. So BSA, find the BSA of a patient who weighs 138 pounds and is 5 feet 4 inches tall. Do y'all want to? There are two ways to solve it. So you can solve it in the metric conversion away with your weight in kilograms times your height in centimeters divided by 3600, or you can solve it by using pounds and your height in inches. So which way do y'all want to do it? Metric or US? US. The easy one. That would be US. Okay. So when we choose to write on the screen and actually hit the button, we measure body surface area, which is BSA, in meters squared. So this is going to be the square root of your pounds times your inches divided by 3131. Okay, so our pounds are already in pounds, right? So we'll need to convert this to all inches. Okay, so this feet right here has to go to inches, so we'll do, there is 12 inches and a foot, right? So if we're looking for inches, we'll start with inches. You always start with what you're looking for. It makes it easy. You don't have to, but I'm just saying, you studying with me for a reason. So feet crosses out and you get 60 inches, right? And then we got these other 4 inches, so plus 4 more inches, and so that'll be 64 inches total, right? Cool. Yes. So now we can put it in our equation. So we have 138 pounds times 64 inches divided by 31. So you do that first. So you do 138 times 64. Hit divide. 31 equals. Got 2.82. Then just hit the square root button. And that is 1.67 meters squared. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, some stuff in dosage calculations you do have to like memorize a formula for. This is one of them. You say, wow. Yeah, that's it. Now, if you did the metric version, you would, of course, have to convert your pounds to kilograms by dividing by 2.2. You would have had to convert your feet first to inches, then your inches to centimeters. So you know that there are 2.54 centimeters in 1 inch. So that was a little bit more. So that's why y'all said the easy peasy US lemon squeezy way. So that's why we did that one. So, but if you did it in the metric, that formula would have been your kgs times your centimeters divided by 3,600, okay? And then you take the square root of that. But we did it this way, okay? Cool. All right, so here is a tablet one. And it has 2 different units of measures. So 1.5 grams by mouth daily. Available is 250 milligram tablets that are scored. How many tablets will the nurse administer? I needed you last semester before I fell. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Well, if y'all hit the like button, double tap, then it'll send the hearts out so everybody can figure it out. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I'm glad you're here now. How is school going for you? What program are you in? All right, so what are we looking for? Tablets, right? That's the first thing we're going to find is our goal. So we are looking for tablets. So we'll write out our puzzle pieces to the side. We've got 1.5 grams daily. So that's just one dose. And then we have 250 milligrams per tablet. If we're looking for tablet, we are going to start with tablet, okay? So I'm going to take this puzzle piece. So if you got a puzzle piece, right, the puzzle piece is the puzzle piece no matter how much you flip it, you turn it, you rotate it, right? So we can flip this one upside down because we want the tablets, right? So we start with what we're looking for and we put that jank on top, all right? Tablet over 250 milligram. So now we have milligrams at the bottom, but we don't have milligrams right here. We have grams, so we need to put a conversion. So we'll do our milligrams on the top, so they'll cross out, and your grams on the bottom. We know that there are 1,000 little crumbs in one big cookie. So 1,000 little milligram pieces to make one big gram, okay? So therefore, that's done. Now we can put our 1.5 grams. It doesn't have any partners. It's by itself and it crosses out, and now we can solve. So that'll be 1,000 times 1.5 divided by 250, which would be 6 tablets to give to our patient, okay? I'm hoping to be reaccepted to the RN program this fall. Okay, that's what's up. Okay. I pray that, don't get discouraged, and, I'm not going to tell you not to be sad and keep head up and all that. I like to tell people you can feel your emotions. I think most of the time people just like, you just got to be strong and you can't do this. No, you can feel all of those feelings, but just don't stay there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of you for being on here on this live tonight, for seeking out help. That says a lot about you. That says a lot about your tenacity. That says a lot about your drive. So, nursing is hard. Just don't give up. If that's what you want to do, do it, okay? All right, Reconstitution, another choke holder. The doctor orders drug B 10 milligrams IV 3 times a day. Instructions on the 1 gram container said to reconstitute with 4.6 mLs of bacteriostatic water to make a concentration of 2.5 milligrams per ml. You would administer blank milliliters per dose. Okay, there's a lot of words, there's a lot of numbers. Some people say, hey, what do I use? What don't I use? What is fluff? So the first thing that we're going to do is find out what it is that we're looking for, okay? So our goal is to find milliliters per dose. So milliliters will go on the top, dose will go on the bottom, okay? So let's look at what we have. We've got an order for 10 milligrams, okay? We know that's one dose because it says 10 milligrams, IV 3 times a day. So that's one dose, okay? 3 times a day. So you can go ahead and put one dose at the bottom because that's per one dose. Now, when you do reconstitution problems, okay, listen to me and you listen to me good. Concentrate on the concentration. Yes, 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 ma'am. That is what you would use. That right there. I don't want to mispronounce your name because I don't like people saying my name wrong. But you right there, lady. Yes, that's it. So this is your concentration. This don't matter. This doesn't matter. What matters is the concentration. Concentrate on the concentration. Okay, Jasmine. All right, so we know that our drug concentration is 2.5 milligrams per ml. Perfect. Now we have all our puzzle pieces. We've got our concentration. We got our goal. Let's solve it. So we'll take this puzzle piece and I'm going to flip it upside down so I can get my milliliters on the top. So that's milliliter over 2.5 milligrams. I have my milligrams at the bottom. I need my milligrams to cross out with my milligrams on the top. So 10 milligrams is one dose, and therefore we have our milligrams to cross out. And now what do we have? Goal. So that's going to be what, 10 divided by 2.5. And I know simple math, but sometimes I don't trust myself. So we have 4 milliliters per dose. Do y'all do that? Or like when you're typing a paper and it's like simple words, like that don't look right. Like is that right? THE? Okay. I don't know. Nursing school makes you a little loopy sometimes, but it's okay. We saving lives. All right. So, ped safe dose. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. The recommended pediatric dose of drug B is 100 to 400 milligrams per kilogram per day in 4 equally divided doses. What is the recommended maximum single dose for a client who weighs 17 pounds? And we're going to round our answer to the nearest whole number. So what is this question asking us? It's asking us how much can they get in one dose, okay? So this right here is your dose range. This is your lower limit. This is your upper limit. That 400 milligrams per kilogram per day is the most that they can get. So that is what we're going to use. That 400 milligrams per kilogram of body weight in a day. Okay. But look, our goal is to find milligrams per dose. You see on this one, it says dose. So that is how you find the difference in these problems when it gives you per day or per dose or every 8 hours or whatever. So this says it is to be given in 4 equally divided doses. All right. So we know that in one day you give 4 doses. And then our patient's weight is 17 pounds, okay? So what we'll do is we'll do 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds, right? Kgs cross out. Now we have 17 pounds over 1. Your pounds are now gone. And so what do we have? Milligram on the top, but we have day on the bottom. So therefore we need to cross out day, right? So 1 day at the top, and there are 4 doses in that day. So day has crossed out, and now you're left with how many milligrams you can give in a dose. Okay, does that make sense so far? 400 times 17 divided by 2.2 divided by 4. Yes. Okay. Girl, why you went and changed the whole name real quick? And so this is the number that we get, right? When we put it in the calculator. Is that what you got? So it says to round to the nearest whole number. Is everybody okay with rounding? Because I don't need y'all getting points taken off for not rounding, for not. I've got the whole calculator just in my face talking. Does everybody know how to round who's on here tonight right now? Yes, okay. So we reround this to the nearest whole number. You round right. So that's the whole number. You go to the right, right? So this whole number is going to be 773 milligrams per dose. That's the maximum that they can get, okay? Does this make sense to everybody? About the different parts of this problem and what it's saying and how to know whether it's dose or milligrams per day. Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick. Oh. Okay. All right. So let's do some more. Okay. Peds, safe dose. Doctor orders 250 milligrams of a drug. IV. I told you it's stuck in there now. The child weighs 35 pounds. Safe dosage range for this medicine is 25 to 65 milligrams per kilogram per day. Is this a safe dose for this patient? Okay, so this is trying to find the safety net. We're trying to find out, is this a safe dose? Okay, so therefore we need to find out what's the net, right? What's the green zone? This is going to be the green zone. So we're going to figure out our limits. So 25 milligrams per kg per day. And then it says safe dose, okay? If it said like daily dose, then you can leave it as day. But this one is asking for just the dose. So we'll do, it says what, every 6 hours? So if you do 24 divided by 6, that's 4, right? So there are 4 doses in a day. All right. So our patient weighs 35 pounds. We'll do 1 kg is 2.2 pounds, and then we have 35 pounds over 1 kg crosses out, pounds crosses out, and then in one day there are 4 doses. So if we divided that in 4 doses, how much could we give per dose? So 25 times 35 divided by 2.2 divided by 4. So that'll be 99.4 milligrams per dose is the least that they can get. And let's find out the most. So 65 milligrams per kg per day. 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Kg crosses out. 35 pounds over 1. Pounds cross out. In one day, there are 4 doses, okay? So day crosses out. Now we have milligram on the top and dose on the bottom, okay? So 65 times 35 divided by 2.2 divided by 4. That's going to be 258.5 milligrams per dose, okay? So that is your safety zone, 99.4 to 258.5 milligrams, okay, per dose. So let's look back at our order now. Our order is for 250 milligrams. That's 1 dose every 6 hours. So is 250 milligrams a safe dose? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. Okay. Everybody understand. Yeah, let me get some double taps. Y'all understand. Y'all understand. Some double taps. Double taps. Triple tap. All right. So here's another pediatric dose problem. Yay, Jasmine. I'm glad it's getting, yeah, because that was for you. That's for you. I'm gonna need you to get it. I like your way my teacher be having me stressing. Oh no! It's not the first time I've heard that, unfortunately. But yay, I'm glad that you're getting it. All right. A nurse is preparing to administer drug F, 10 milligrams per kilogram per dose to a child who weighs 45 pounds. Amount available is drug F 20. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be milligrams. That's not 20 grams. It's milligrams. Milligrams. Y'all caught me slipping. How many ml should the nurse administer? And we're going to round to the nearest tenth, okay? Because if that was 20 grams per ml, that would be getting jack, a microscopic amount, okay? So what we have here is how many milliliters should the nurse administer? So we have 10 milligrams per kg per dose is our order. Our patient's weight is 45 pounds. And then our medicine is 20 milligrams per ml. All right. So PPP, patient prescription product, right? And we're looking for milliliters. So we're looking for milliliters. I'm going to take this puzzle piece and flip it. Milliliter over 20 milligram. Okay. We got milligrams at the bottom. We need milligrams at the top. So 10 milligrams per kg per dose. Milligrams crosses out. All right. So now we've got kilograms and dose at the bottom. So we need this one, right? 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Kgs cross out. And then we'll put our patient's weight and your pounds cross out. So that's going to be how many milliliters in a dose, right? So we'll do 10 times 45 divided by 20 divided by 2.2. And I got 10.22. And so it says to round to the nearest tenth. So our answer will be 10.2 mLs. All right. Moving on. What is 20 divided to what? Are you asking me what's 20 divided by 2? Okay. Why? Because, okay, so when you, I do the calculator trick. I don't write down my stuff. I don't like writing down because, like I say, the more mistakes that the more steps that you take, the more mistakes you're likely to make. So I keep everything in my calculator, especially like on the weight-based problems that can get into the millions and you have all those zeros and other digits. So what you do is you enter it in the calculator like so, and you don't have to have a fancy calculator. You just have to have a cute one like this, okay? And what you do is you put in all of your numbers at the top and you hit multiply in between them, right? So you do 10 times 45. I don't put in the ones because they don't make a difference, all right? So then once I get to that 45, I hit divide. So all the numbers on the bottom you enter in and you hit divide in between them. So 20 divided by 2.2. And then you get your answer without ever, and then hit equals, and then you get your answer without ever having to write down, okay, I multiplied the top, I multiplied the bottom, and then I divided the top by the bottom without, writing down all your zeros or all your numbers. Like I said, I'm trying to get you all your points. We ain't got time to be retaking stuff and repeating stuff because of, calculator tricks or mistakes or, clerical errors or all those type of shenanigans, okay? So yeah, calculator trick. All right. Let's do this one. Doctor orders 200 milligrams of drug A every 8 hours. Yes, ma'am. Or sir. I don't know. Your name is Dot, so I'm not sure. And I don't want to mess up people's pronouns and stuff. So, yeah. The child weighs 50 pounds. The safe dose range for this medicine is 5 to 10 milligrams per kg per dose. What is the safe dosage range for this child, and is it safe? Okay. So the safe dose range is going to be this. That's our safety note, our safety net, right? So we'll do our 5 milligrams per kilogram per dose, okay? And then our patient's weight is 50 pounds. So we'll do 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. You notice I ain't picked up my calculator not nan time while I was writing. So therefore, I'm not going to do any math until I finish. You know, a lot of people want to go ahead. Oh, I know how to change the weight from pounds to kilograms by dividing it by 2.2. Well, I know you're smart and you know things, Jon Snow. But what if you do your conversion and you don't round right, or you don't add enough decimals, or you know what I'm saying? Like you change it or you put down the wrong thing. So like I said, I don't put all those extra steps in. I'm going to let the math. As long as my units cross out and I write down the correct things from the answer, from the question, then there's no room for error. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. Milligrams per dose is what's left now. So we'll do 5 times 50 divided by 2.2. And that's going to be 113.63 milligrams per dose. And then we'll do the same thing with your 10. So 10 milligrams per kg per dose. Okay. 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. Boom, boom. 50 pounds is our patient's weight. Boom, boom. And now we can go to our calculator and calculate 10 times 50 divided by 2.2. And that's going to be 227.27 milligrams per dose. All right, so that's our safety net. This number and this number. So the doctor has ordered 200 milligrams. Okay. Is this dose safe? Yes. Uh-oh, somebody done woke up upstairs. All right. Yes, it is. All righty. Is it making sense? Cool. Okay, I gotta go get a guest real quick because somebody went to the gym. Y'all work on that one, and I'll be right back. Y'all got an answer yet? I'm just kidding. Okay, so a nurse is preparing to administer drug A, 0.5 milligrams per kilogram. Don't all. Um, by mouth, divided into 3 equal doses to a patient that weighs 85 pounds. Drug A is available in the concentration of 40 milligrams per 5 mLs. How many milliliters should the nurse administer per dose? So our goal is milliliter per dose, right? We have patient's weight, so 85 pounds. The prescription is 0.5 milligrams per kilogram per day. And this is the part where we need, because look, we need dose at the bottom, right? So we need to know that in one day, there are 3 doses, okay? And then our product is 40 milligrams per 5 ml. I've almost ran out of space. Okay, so if we are looking for milliliter, we're going to start with milliliter, right? So we'll use this puzzle piece. Flip it. 4 mLs per 40 milligrams. Okay, milligram at the bottom, we need milligram at the top. So we'll use this puzzle piece. 0.5 milligrams per kilogram per day. Okay, now we've got kilograms that we need. We've got pounds, so we'll do 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. And we'll put our patient's weight, which is 85 pounds. Okay, and now we've got milliliters per day. You see, we got to go day on the top so that it'll cross out, and we'll have dose on the bottom, okay? So 1 day is 3 doses. Okay. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? So we'll cross out day, and we have milliliter per dose. All right, and that's what our goal is. So when you see a problem like that, the first thing that you need to do is find your goal. What is it that I'm looking for? Then you take your puzzle pieces, lay them to the side. Say, I need this, 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 and this, okay? If you see that it's asking for a milliliter on the top and dose on the bottom, you know you're going to have dose somewhere in those puzzle pieces, because that's what you want to end up with, right? So you start with what you're looking for. You can flip-flop things, but you can't break them up. So you have to keep these, I call them relationships, or I call them puzzle pieces, whatever. You can flip-flop them, but don't break them up. And then everything crosses out. If you're doing dimensional analysis without writing your units by your numbers, you're doing yourself a great disservice, because the magic is in the units. That's where the juice is, okay? So make sure you write your units in and you cross out as you go, all right? All right. I took dosage calculations Tuesday and I passed 100. Yay! Awesome. Congratulations. That's what's up. I love it. I love to see it. I love it. I know you feel so good. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. Come on, nurses. Nurses cometh. Nurses cometh. Because I'm tired. So divided by 40, divided by 2.2, divided by 3. So I got 0.8 mLs per dose. Did y'all get the same? Yep. Okay, does anybody have any questions about this problem right here? Can you do another one of these? This one is new to me. I think I got one. I think I got one. Let's see. Do I have one? I've got more weight-based. I don't think I did another one with the divided dose, but I will add more of those for next time. I'll put it on my list for Sunday. So let's see, Sunday. Divided doses. Because those can really get confusing sometimes. All right, so weight-based. A client weighs 108 pounds. Where you going? Where you going? Come back. Okay then. I guess you'll be back. 108 pounds. The nurse is to start an IV drip at 6 micrograms per kilogram per minute. The IV bag is labeled 150 mgs and 250 milliliters of lactated ringers. How many milliliters per hour will the IV infuse? Okay, so she disturbing my life. She was supposed to be upstairs asleep, hollering about daddy. Daddy don't left you and went to the gym. So mama had to come get you. So I don't know. Oh my goodness. Don't you come in here with this Minnie Mouse. Please don't. Why'd you go and get that? Huh? You got a sleepy face on and everything. Come here. Can we not have Minnie Mouse? I'm tired of Minnie Mouse, y'all. She got this little Minnie Mouse toy. I was going to throw it away all day. Okay, so milliliters per hour. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Now our relationships slash puzzle pieces. We've got PPP. Remember, patient's weight, the prescription, and your product. So 108 pounds, and our prescription is to go at 6 mics per kg per minute, and then it's labeled as 150 milligrams and 250 milliliters of lactated ringer, right? Okay, so we're looking for milliliters, so we'll take this puzzle piece and we'll flip it over. 250 milliliters over 150 milligrams. Now look, we need milligrams to cross out with our milligrams at the bottom, but we don't have them. We have micrograms, right? So we'll have to do milligrams on the top, micrograms on the bottom. So we know that 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms, okay? One goes by the biggest unit of measure. So it takes 1,000 little crumbs to come together and make one big cookie, right? Yes, it does. All right. So 6 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Microgram crosses out, and then we've got our weight, which is in pounds. So 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Then I'm going to run out of space because I started too far over. 108 pounds over 1, and then we're going to have to do pounds crossing out. I really don't want to have to write this all the way over, but I guess I have to. Times 1 milligram, 1,000 mics, 6 micrograms kg per minute. 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. 108 pounds over 1 times 60 minutes at the top, because we want hours at the bottom. So there are 60 minutes in an hour. So cross out, cross out, cross out, cross out, and cross out. Everything is now gone except for what your goal is at the top, which is milliliter per hour. Okay, so this is when the calculator trick really comes in handy, y'all, because this probably is going to be a long number. So 250 times 6 times 108 times 60 divided by 150 divided by 1,000 divided by 2.2, and that's going to be 29.45. So we rounded 29.45 to the nearest whole number. What would our answer be? Yep, that's right. And go ahead and erase them question marks and put exclamation marks behind there, because you got that right. Be confident when you answer. You know things. You know things. So microgram per kilogram per minute. All right. So listen, a lot of people will see this and freak the frag nabbit out. Don't, because remember, we're not doing math problems. We're only solving puzzles. We're gonna solve this puzzle just like we solve all the rest of the puzzles. Okie dokie. All right. So a client weighs 62 kilograms. They're receiving an IV infusion of drug M at 55 milliliters per hour. The IV solution is labeled with the concentration of drug M, 250 milligrams per 500 milliliter. How many micrograms per kilogram per minute is the client receiving? And we got to round this to the nearest tenth. So this is what we're finding, okay? That's our goal. MCG per kilogram per minute. And then we got to round to the nearest. Why are you moving? Be still. Be still. All right. So then, you can't lay down in bed? All right, then. We get our puzzle pieces. 62 kilograms. And we've got a rate of 55 milliliters per hour. And then our medicine is 250 milligrams and 500 mLs of fluid, okay? So now we need to find micrograms at the top and kilograms and minutes need to be at the bottom, okay? So listen, we don't have micrograms, we have milligrams, but we still gonna put our micrograms first because why? We always start with what it is that we're looking for. So we have micrograms at the top, and we have milligrams at the bottom, right? So we know that 1,000 mics is 1 milligram, okay? So now we can put our milligrams at the top. So we'll use this one, 250 milligrams per 500 ml. Milligrams crosses out, all right? So now we have milliliters at the bottom. We need milliliters at the top. So we'll do 55 milliliters per hour. That's this puzzle piece right there, right? Milliliters cross out. Now we have hours at the bottom. So we already got micrograms. We need minutes at the bottom. So if we do 1 hour, that's 60 minutes. So your hours have crossed out, and now you have your minutes at the bottom. Now the only thing that we need at the bottom is kilograms, right? So we'll use our weight. It's already been converted for us, so we'll just put the one on top this time, and we'll put our kilograms at the bottom. So everything has crossed out, and we're at the goal. And you just solved what was seemingly a hard problem. 1,000. What you doing? What you doing? Yeah, that's you. You're supposed to be in bed. Times 250 times 55 divided by 500 divided by 60 divided by 62. And we end up getting 7.39 as our answer. And so if we rounded this to the nearest tenth, it would be 7.4 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Does everybody understand how we did this problem? Anybody need me to go over it a different way? Or explain the step? What? No. I know. It's time to go to bed. No iPad. No iPad. Okay, so here is we're almost finished. An IV completion problem. There are 625 milliliters left in the IV bag that is infusing at 75 milliliters an hour. How much longer will it take for the infusion to be complete? Answer in hours and minutes, okay? So we are looking for time. So our goal is going to be to find the hours because it wants us to answer in hours and minutes. Well, why aren't we looking for hours and minutes? Okay, so if you get how many hours and if you get a decimal in that answer, everything that's behind the decimal is your minutes, okay? So therefore, we're just looking for the hours. So if we have hours point something something, then we can find the minutes afterwards, okay? So we have 625 milliliters, and we got that going at 75 milliliters per hour. If I'm looking for hour, I'm going to take this puzzle piece and flip it over. So hour over 75 milliliter. Okay, now we got milliliters at the bottom. We need milliliters at the top. So 620. What you doing? No, don't do that. 625 milliliters over 1. Okay, your milliliters cross out, and you're left with hours. Okay.
Daddy.
Huh?
My daddy.
He's at the gym. Yeah. Put your head down. Be quiet. Go sleep. 625 divided by 75 is 8.33333 repeating, right? So this part is your hour part. This part is your minute part, okay? So we want to answer in hours and minutes. So we'll take everything behind the decimal. So 0.33, I just take 2 numbers behind it. That's enough, because if it was able to be rounded, you'll see. So we'll times that by 60, because there are 60 minutes in an hour. So this will be 19.8, which is 20 minutes. So it'll take 8 hours and 20 minutes. Cool? Cool. All right. No. You lay down. All right. A medication order states to infuse drug X 25 micrograms per kilogram per minute IV. The bag is labeled drug X 500 milligrams and 250 mLs. The patient weighs 90 kgs. How many milliliters per hour will you be giving to your patient? And you're going to round this to the nearest whole number. Okay, so we've got our goal of milliliter per hour. Okay, and then we've got our patient that weighs 90 kgs. Our prescription is 25 micrograms per kilogram per minute. And then we've got our medicine is 500 milligrams per 250 mLs. Okay, so we're looking for milliliters. I'm going to start with this puzzle piece, and I'm going to flip it. So 250 milliliters over 500 milligrams. We've got micrograms in our order. So therefore, we will need to put a conversion. So milligrams will go on the top, so it'll cross out. Micrograms at the bottom. 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms, okay? Then we've got 25 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Micrograms crosses out. We've got our weight left, so we'll do 90 kilograms, and we'll put that over 1. Your kilograms crosses out, and now you've got minutes. We need hours at the bottom, so we'll do 60 minutes is in 1 hour. Now your minutes cross out, and you're left with milliliter on the top and hour on the bottom. And now you can put it in your calculator.
It's you?
Yeah, that's me. And it's you too. But you're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be in the bed. Why you not sleeping?
It's a baby.
I know it's a baby. This is a no baby zone. What you doing? And I got 67.5 mLs. If we round this to the nearest whole number, it will be 68 milliliters per hour. If y'all have any questions, please stop me. Somebody stop me. Congress trying to stop us. That's so jacked up. Like, I don't know. I'm going to be quiet. I'm just going to study with y'all while we can right here. If not, you can look on the live on YouTube. The replay will be on there. The first little bit with the metric conversions won't have any sounds because we had some technical difficulties. But the rest of it will have sound, okay? The medicine order states administer lactated ringers 15 milliliters per kilogram IV to infuse over 4 hours to a client who weighs 20 kilograms. The IV pump must be set to blank milliliters milliliters per hour, and we're going to round the answer to the nearest whole number. So we are looking for mLs on the top and hours on the bottom. That is goal, okay? So our puzzle pieces are as such: 15 milliliters per kg, and then it's to go over 4 hours. And we have a patient who is 20 kilograms.
Yes, a pink.
Yeah, it's an ink pen. So we're looking for milliliters.
Pink.
We'll start with milliliters, right? Hey, stop. 15 milliliters per kilogram, okay? Now we've got kilogram on the bottom. We need kilogram on the bottom. We need kilogram on the top. So 20 kilograms over 1. Kilogram crosses out. And now we need hours at the bottom. So we use that, and let's use that. So our 4 hours will go on the bottom, and we'll put that 1 on the top this time. And now you have milliliters on the top and hours on the bottom. So we'll do 15 times 20 divided by 4. And that's going to be 75 milliliters per hour. Now, if you don't believe me that this is the answer, you could do your 15 times 20, which is the milliliters per kilogram. So 15 times 20 is 300 milliliters. If you put it over 4 hours, you'll do 300 divided by 4. And you see we get the same number, okay? Just another way that you could check. If you know the other way, it's cool. If you want to do dimensional analysis, even better. So, yeah. All right. So, let's do milliliter per hour. A provider's order states: administer drug H 10 milligrams IV every 6 hours. The drug H is in 10 milligrams and 50 milliliters of normal saline to infuse over 15 minutes. The IV pump must be set to blank milliliters per hour, and we're going to round our answer to the nearest whole number. So, y'all, this one has a lot of fluff in it. A lot of fluff. Just fluff everywhere. So we know that when we give an IV, we want to know how much fluid, so the volume, over how long, over the time. So all of this matters when you're a nurse and you're on the floor and you're verifying stuff. But if we're trying to figure out the volume and to go over 15 minutes, that's what it is. It is what it is, okay? So don't get confused and don't get stressed out by all of those other factors that are in the problem. It's simply fluff. So when you write your goal out, you know what you're looking for. Our goal is to find milliliters over hour. It didn't say nothing about a milligram, a microgram, a gram, like how many times to give it. It just wants milliliter on the top and hour on the bottom. That's how you know what is fluff, okay? All right, so we've got 50 milliliters over 15 minutes. We need hours at the bottom, right? Right. So we'll do 60 minutes over 1 hour. Minutes has crossed out.
Where's the baby?
My baby's right here. Was she supposed to be in the bed? Come on. So now we've got milliliter per hour. So 50 times 60 divided by 15. And that's going to be 200 milliliters per hour. Does that make sense? Yes, okie dokie. And let's end the night off with a heparin problem. A provider gives a medicine order to administer heparin IV at 1,600 units an hour. Heparin is available 10,000 units in a 100 ml bag. The nurse should set the infusion pump to blank milliliters per hour, and we're rounding to the nearest whole number. So our goal is milliliters on the top, hours on the bottom, okay? So what do we have? We know we have 1,600 units per hour. And it's available as 10,000 units in a 100 ml bag. Okay, so we're looking for milliliters on the top. We'll use this puzzle piece. And we have 100 mLs per 10,000 units. Some people freak out when the answer is in different units of measure. Like this one in heparin. Heparin is measured in units. Potassium is measured in milliequivalents. Pitocin is measured in units or milliunits. Some problems have millimoles. It's just a different unit of measure. So if you're writing out your units by your numbers and you know what's on the top, it has to cross out with what's on the bottom except for your goal, it'll cross right on out. So don't worry about that, okay? And then especially with like your oxytocin or your pitocin problems, when it has like milliunits and units, just like you have a gram, you have a milligram, you have a unit, and you have a milliunit. The prefix indicates that that's 1,000, a factor of 1,000, right? Stop trying to take my sugar. And so therefore, you would just treat it as such, like you did a gram, a milligram, a unit, a milliunit. Don't let that stuff trip you up. You got this, okay? So now we got units at the bottom. We need units at the top. At the top per hour. Now we have milliliter per hour, and that's it. Don't multiply or divide by 60. Don't try to add anything else to it. You got what your goal is asking you for. You got milliliters at the top and hours at the bottom. Don't make it harder than what it has to be. So that's 100 times 1,600 divided by 10,000, and that is 16 units, well, milliliters per hour. Excuse me. Let me see. 100 times 1,600 divided by... Wait a minute. It might be me. Hold on. I got a baby in my arms. I usually don't have babies in my arms at work or downstairs. It might be, yeah, 16. Yeah. We got an extra zero in there somewhere, Jazz. Okay. 16 mLs per hour. Look, I have to check. I could be wrong. I am human too. Okay. Alrighty. Well, if you enjoyed this session of Work It Out Wednesday, double tap that screen for me. We will have to start convening on another platform soon, you guys, if they take our TikTok away. But it will be on YouTube Live as it is right now. And when we get done, it will be on there for your viewing pleasure. You're very, very welcome. Thank you for being here. So, yeah, y'all, if you need private tutoring sessions, I have different options for you. If you need a little bit more person one-on-one help, here we go. We can do it. We can do some things, okay? And y'all let me know what you would like to see for, I know my last YouTube was muted. I accidentally left it up. Life was lifing, child. Life was lifing, and I didn't upgrade the other one. And then it started getting views. So I was like, oh, I can't really take it away. So yeah, this one, it'll be muted at first, but I'll see if I can edit that part out. But it was just metric conversions that we always start out with, but the rest of it should be fixed. So yeah, y'all, I appreciate your sound check and your participation. And
What's in Mouse?
Minnie Mouse said go to bed. Yeah, Minnie Mouse said go to bed. And your support. Y'all let me know if you have any requests for Sunday night. Good night, YouTube. We'll put this on for